Boom! Realest one in the goddamn room. How you doing? We are here today for some more seasonal talk with your host, Thabreakmaster. So, this one's a little bit differently. We're going to be talking about, because it's 3 weeks. 3 weeks in, right? So, it's a 3-episode rule. We got to ask ourselves, what are we going to be dropping out of this season? So, we're going to start with that first, and then we're going to get into all the other goodies that happens within seasonal talk, talking about all the other shows, right? So, that's what we're going to do. So, let's go ahead and hit this goddamn intro, baby. All right. Ghost Tab, welcome in. I appreciate you being here. So, we're starting off with this first. I gotta just keep it real. I saw like 2 episodes of this, and I said, you know what? Night of the Living Cat, it just ain't for me. I know it's bootleg. I know it's supposed to be fun, but I was not looking for this type of fun, I guess. All right, look, I could, yeah. 3 strikes, mute you out. Exactly. All right. Also, Fortunate, welcome in, Fortunate. But this show just isn't really living up to anything. I mean, this is not something you should waste your time on. So this is why I'm not going to waste my time on it, because there's so many other good anime. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of good anime this season that I'm kind of surprised. I didn't know I was going to be watching this much, but here I am. But this is why I'm here. I want to be able to help yourself, but not waste your time watching a show like this. Don't waste your time on this, all right? So we're going to forget about Night of the Living Cat. It's dumped, all right? And then here's another one. I know this is going to be a weird one for everybody. The Water Magician. I won't lie and say it hasn't did a bit of like a turnaround, just a tad bit, right? But I feel like it just wasn't enough. I might still watch this potentially on the side here and there, but maybe I might watch this once the show is all done. Because I feel like maybe this might be better on a binge watch, but not necessarily on a week-to-week basis. Because though, like I said, I do like the dynamics between the 2 main characters, it's just, I don't think it does enough to warrant my time and my attention to this show. But again, it's not terrible. It's definitely better than The Eye of the Living Cat. I'll say that much. I'll give it that, right? But, like I said again, we're trying to weed out the weak and keep nothing but the strong, all right? That's so welcome in. I'm surprised you in here, because I thought you were going to watch that movie. It's an amazing opening, awful show. The opening's fantastic. The show's not awful, but it lends itself to, it needs to do more, right? Like I said, the dynamic between the 2 main characters is nice. And just the innocence in some ways of this reincarnated kid is quite interesting in of itself, but we don't really know anything about him for real. If you really think about it, there's really not much, like, actual aspects to know what's going on with this character. He's very, like, you insert yourself as this character in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, a lot of isekais tend to do that, and this falls into that category, I must admit. So, this is another one where I'm like, you know, it is what it is. Anna, how you doing? Hope he's okay. And I didn't like the fantasy anime. Oh, dang. But to me, the opening's like the best thing. People literally talk about how great the animation is for the opening. They don't talk about the anime. They talk about the opening. Like, the anime's animation is like, it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's bad or anything. It is pretty good. But, like, in comparison to what the opening does, it's like pales in comparisons to what the anime you're getting. It's like, it's kind of almost false advertisement if you think about it, right? Whoever just excels and being mid, exactly that. And the last one, maybe this could be a shocker, I don't know. Me and Anna both watched like 3 episodes of this at this point, 3 episode rule. I'm not gonna lie, this is the most mid show I've ever seen in my goddamn life. I don't know. I wouldn't say mid. I feel like this might be even below mid in some cases, because I just feel like this thing is not. Well, I know, no. I am throwing shade. I'm gonna throw shade at freaking Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is a great example of how mid this show is, and let me explain. Fairy Tail does all the shonen tropes in one show. It gets all the smorgasbord. Sucker's out here saying, "Let me go take Shanks real quick, putting me in the anime," right? Like he was out here just taking all the ideas, putting it into the show, and then it just somehow worked, right? People love that crap. They ate it up. But that show, if you really look at it, it's really not that good. Nakama power-ups be damned, all right? Togen Akin is almost cookie cutter, like freaking Blue Exorcist. Cookie cutter Blue Exorcist. It's weird. The main character is actually kind of annoying. He doesn't seem to actually listen, so he doesn't learn anything to that extent. Like, it's kind of annoying. The dude literally is explaining stuff to him, and he just was not understanding anything that was going on. It's just like, bro, how are you this dumb? Like, what? Man walked up in the school on the 3rd episode with his horns on. He's like, "Oh, look at you, weak suckers. How you gonna sit there and say you're weak? He already told you barely passed. You were trash, actually. He already told you this, but you ain't listening. So you walking up here and looking like a goddamn fool in class. Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know. This show just isn't really hitting at all for me. A lot of the characters like, But I will say this, and maybe this is like the thirst part of me potentially, right? There's like, let me stop. I'm just kidding. There ain't nothing going on here actually in this show. I'll be honest with you. All right, I lied. All right, I lied. This show's just it is what it is. It is what it is. He's too busy being loud and listening to what people say. Right? That's mostly what it is. He's just literally yelling the entire time. It's like, bro, like take a second to actually get information to some degree. You're trying to get revenge, right? And he might be your best bet at being able to do so. Also, again, it's so predictable. It's super predictable. Like the moments you think he's gonna die, or no, I can't say think. The moment you say he's supposed to die, quote unquote, he's not gonna die. He's gonna get back up. And it's like they did that same trope 2 times in a row. And it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Togen Aken suffers from the fact that it doesn't know how to be original. And unfortunately, this thing gotta get dropped. This thing gotta get dropped. Excuse my language. Yeah. As you've seen 3 episodes, only 2 episodes are out at the moment. Okay, 2. Regardless, it ain't good enough for me to warrant watching a 3rd episode. God dang it! Welcome in. It looks like Blue Exorcist. It also kind of like is Blue Exorcist. Like it's like Blue Exorcist light. That's kind of what this show is. It reminds me of a show where people their emotions. Yeah. It feels like it's been like 3 episodes. I thought it was, but I mean, it is what it is. If it's 2, it's 2. This show's just not that good. So like, it is what it is. All right. I give it a hell no. That's what it is. Yeah, see, it's low mid. That's what I was trying to say. So ultimately, Togen Aken, you're in the garbage. All right, throw it away. I need a flush sound because I don't got a flush sound. It's in there now. Those are shows that we're dropping here. Those are the shows that we don't need to waste our time on. So, without further ado, though, let's talk about the shows that we do need to put on a list to where we need to talk about and watch on a week-to-week basis, right? Like, surprisingly enough, I'm not gonna lie to you, the summer Hikaru died, I thought this show was actually gonna be on the drop series, but that last episode, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. He had this dude right here, the main character, for Hikaru and everything, like he had to kind of solidify himself a little bit, because he tried to snitch, and was like, okay, Hikaru, that's not Hikaru, alright, that's some demon up in the mountains, and this girl's like, oh, don't worry, honey, you just gotta get out of there, and it's like, first off, lady, how are you supposed to get out of the situation? Like realistically speaking, she never gave an alternative for him to actually get out of the situation to leave Hikaru, right? Like if this thing's really a demon and it's really about to wreak havoc on everybody, like you gotta give him some other like option or something, because he was sitting there mauling. He's like, oh, I don't do, oh, this is not Hikaru. Oh, and it's like, bro, like. You're struggling out here. But it was interesting because he finally broke. Yelled at Hikaru, aka the demon thing, and the demon thing's like, I don't know what to do. I was like, oh, you almost tried to eat him a little bit at one point, but then he had to stop, which was kind of weird. Again, this show's weird. All right, it got this like weird undertone, yaoi undertone that's like there in the show. Like it's there. All right, like he was doing that, trying to quote unquote go inside him. He said that himself, not me. All right, he said that, and I was like, brother. And then he said it felt good. I was like, brother, what are you doing? But. With all that said, it's interesting to see how this demon actually interacts, because it seems as though it doesn't understand its own emotions. He doesn't understand what's going on with himself, because like Hikaru has strong emotions towards this dude, right? Towards his best friend, that there might be some love there and everything, right? He doesn't understand this, but he can't help but want to keep this guy alive. He doesn't want to actually hurt this person. He accidentally hurt him already, and he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. You probably hate me now, right? And then surprisingly enough, he's like, you know what? I know I should get out of this, but at the same time, I can't. I don't want to let this go. I think I need to get you to learn how things are. I need to train you, right? Like I need to teach you how it is. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna stick around for this Hikaru double at this point now. Like he's solidifying himself here. So I'm curious how this whole story is even going to continue now, given that again we still have people looking into that death that happened with the old lady, and I don't know how that's all gonna like start playing around. And then even the freaking chick that the guy was talking to, like, if he's actually not getting away from Hikaru, what is she gonna do, right? Because now she knows. Once more people know that's not Hikaru, like, what's gonna happen here? So I'm very curious. Apparently, also it's changing him a little bit over time. I don't know what kind of change that is, but maybe this might come to be where he might become a demon. I don't know. Like I said, it's very intriguing. The show has me intrigued. I'm actually into the show at this point. It started off a little on the slower end, but you know what? It's cooking a little bit. I'm gonna let it simmer some more. I like this show. The day Hikaru died, it's gonna stay here. It's gonna stay on the list. Demons can take the train too. I guess so, Ghost Tab, because I look mad. This summer y'all shonen. Oh my god, this is a basic shonen. I wouldn't say it's basic. Oh wait, unless you're talking about freaking the other show I was talking about. The show is improving. Seems like it's got a lot of potential. It has a lot of potential, yes. That's the main thing about this, that I'm hoping that I'm not wrong. That's the thing here. I'm hoping I'm not wrong, and I don't want to waste my time on this, but because I was really thinking I was gonna drop the show, but this last episode actually has me interested. All right, you have to watch. You should give it a shot. Give it a shot. You want to escape? You want to follow me? Nah, maybe. Girl, y'all was showing my will be a red shirt in the sci-fi show. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. But this is good. Look, this is some good stuff. Let's keep this on the list. Let's move on to the next one. Oh wow, we're starting off. Okay, sure. We're starting off strong right now. Tokapi. Man, that glasses kid, man. I can't remember his name at the moment, but like I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad for him. Like, I don't understand how see that girl laying on the bed? Like the thing is, it's so crazy. Cosme, thank you. Yeah, it is Cosme. Yeah, I don't understand. Or it's like, well, I know, I understand. It bothers me for the fact that you were being bullied this entire time. I was rocking with you. I felt so bad for you, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it was just like, it was a lot going on. This whole situation with freaking Togepi killing that goddamn Marina chick, I was like, bro, you already knew it was gonna come back around. The way they covered that body was stupid as heck as it was in the first place. So we all knew this was all gonna come to be, right? The cop found the body, and now they're like, something ain't right. And the thing is, I really can't believe this chick told Kazumi, hey, take the fall for me. I'm gonna go out here and enjoy my summer vacation. All right, I'm gonna enjoy my summer vacation. Well, you, look, man, I will always remember you. I will always come see you. You know, I care about you. Do this all for me. The problem is he is so like stuck on the fact that one, this chick looks like his mother. So it's a mother complex that's happening here. He wants that connection. He wants that feeling to be needed, right? Because his mother just won't give that to him. The mother was making these bad pancakes all day long. They were freaking terrible, apparently. And he's been one of those since the beginning of time, basically. But this chick just does not care about his goddamn freaking son. It's like that whole section brought me to like a tear or two. I was feeling emotional in this episode. This episode was actually a lot to deal with. Like, I wasn't necessarily in this particular situation, but I feel for this. I feel for this particular type of story, and the way Togepi like this original sin, how this show like depicted that, it hit hard. It hit hard. So I teared up a little bit on this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This show evokes certain types of emotion out of me that I didn't think I was gonna have watching a show, but this is one of the top tier animes of this season, without a doubt. Ultimately, he does take the fall, mind you. Like, this is not a good story, by the way. It's not like he's like, oh, no, they live happily ever after. No, he takes the fall. He still goes. And this girl's still trying to do what she's trying to do. And Togepi's like, we still should probably tell somebody. I just don't feel quite right. I'm like, Togepi, shut up. First of all, you're the one that freaking killed Maria in the first place. Now you want to try to freaking rat everybody out? Nah, sucker. we gotta stick with this to the end. We ain't going nowhere, brother. What are you talking about? The thing is, Togepi, this freaking alien just doesn't know. Like, he sucks at these emotions. He doesn't know how to navigate any of this stuff. And he's an accomplice of, no, he's not an accomplice. He is a murderer, god dang it. But he just wants the whole thing so bad. It's only gonna get worse from here, because the cops, the thing is, even though he turned himself in, the cops still think that she's like, there's something going on here that maybe, you know, he's the fall guy. Like, they're expecting something going on with this chick, so it's not like this is over. Like, she's gonna go to freaking her son vacation, go to Tokyo. I don't think it's gonna go well. Especially because she's still trying to get that dog. I don't know how this is all gonna go, but I ain't prepared. I'm not prepared, but this show's freaking fantastic, okay? Fantastic. That's me as an empty sense of justice, pretty much, right? They cover the body with that. Right? Does it have ancient dirt? It's like, what is this? Like, you need way more. You need to make it deeper than that. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, she freaking kissed freaking Kazumi too. I was like, how dare you kiss this kid? What are you doing? Like, I can't. To the mom, the kid is kind of a spaz. That's not fair. That's not fair to the kid though, because she's the main reason why he's like that. See, the thing is, I haven't had that thing, but if you have siblings, there's always that kind of like connectivity that where it's like, oh, your brother did this, so why can't you be like that, right? Like, that kind of situation happens a lot when it comes to a sibling household, and I get that. I understand that, and it's messed up how that is, because all kids are different. Just because one kid can get straight A's, the other kid's not gonna be the same thing. Even though he's trying the thing is, the fact that he's trying as hard as he is, you should reward that effort by itself. But that's not what she's doing. You said this kid got an A+, right? His brother got an A+. Kazumi gets an A. Not good enough. I guess we ain't getting no pancakes. He literally still got an A. This man getting a 95 on his freaking tests and everything. Like, he's still killing it. He's just not killing it in the same way he's killing it. It's like what? It's like, what are we doing here? That happens. Good Tokyo. She done now. She's about to get cooked, bro. If I experienced it and seen it and pissed me off. Exactly. There's already come lunch special. Honestly, yeah, I don't think that dog gonna be around. Man. It's already too late. Even if it is at the pound, like, they only keep those dogs for a very short period of time. All right. So you need to watch this one. You need to. Though. This one is freaking great. This is a great anime. It's a lot to deal with, but it's a great anime. Okay. His brother is so cool. And the thing is, Kazumi's brother is actually not that. Like, I thought he might have. That's what's so interesting about this whole situation, because this again, realistically speaking, this stuff happens. Kazumi's brother has a lot of stuff going on in his life, so it's not as though he's like being neglectful towards his little brother. It's just that he didn't see what the mother is doing, his mom is doing to his brother in that sense, right? He's not catching on to those things. Again, when you're busy, you don't see all the stuff that's going on in the household, right? So when they finally had a moment to actually talk, because the other thing is they don't talk to each other, right? They don't bring these type of like conversations up, even though the older brother did bring that up to Kazumi, that you can talk to me, but like he don't want to believe that he actually was trying to sabotage his freaking relationship at one point, right? So he's not really understanding, and that there's a disconnect that happens a lot of the times within family households. That happens all the time. So I understand that. That's why he didn't really understand what was going on until they finally had a breakdown moment right here. So I'm pretty sure Kazumi is going to do something about the situation right now. Now, whether or not Kazumi is actually going to tell the truth, I don't know. That's the other thing too. That's the other outlier to this whole situation. Yes, he's taking the fall right now, but something could change. All right, like, this girl is on a ticking time bomb right now. All right, something gonna happen, and it's not gonna be good. No supervision is happening with any of these kids, mind you. God, like, goodness gracious, the parents are so bad in this goddamn show. Got the best scorer in town, but because his brother got the best scorer in the country, scorer trash, and mom, right? And that crap is so stupid. Sorry, best scorer in school, but yeah, exactly. I get what you're saying. It's still great. Like, you're still actually moving something. It's not like you're getting a B. You're not like you're just average. It's like, it's still excelling. It's like, huh? I don't get it. But yeah, Total P. Fantastic show. Is this anime of the week? You better find out. All right, let's keep moving. It says keep moving. What? Oh, what? Wait, what? Okay, hold on a minute. Let me look at my list real quick. What? Something's gone? Is there a picture not working? We'll get to that. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's going on. That was weird. We're gonna ignore that. But yes, Omio Kaken Rebirth Verse. And it's funny, I was calling this show pretty much Ray Zero Light, but I mean it's really Ray Zero like. But I mean, heck, even has rebirth, like the like what is this? It's kind of funny, but this show actually is pretty good. This show's actually pretty good. I'm glad I stuck with it, because like the first 2 episodes, I was like, it's not bad, I see the reincarnation, or not reincarnation, but like the reversal in time, and then he has to try to figure out the situation again. Okay, cool. I mean, I get what's going on here. That allows it to where the stakes can be anything. Now, I always like stories like this, and the fact that because how you can always still have a restart is great to see. I don't know if he can do it multiple times, like in Re:Zero, because Re:Zero, Subaru can mess up a multitude of times as long as he dies, and he always come back to a certain point to be able to then fix whatever the situation is, basically, right? So I won't say he has an unlimited amount, but he has a lot. I don't know if this is the same way in this show. I hope not, actually. I hope this is like a one and done. So if he does die, he has a restart for at least that one time. I don't want to see it constantly be a theme of him always constantly going back to try to get the favorable outcome. Because that's pretty much what Subaru has been doing all the time in Re:Zero. And I feel like in some ways, for me anyways, it kind of hinders a bit of the story in that time, in that point. Especially considering that he be having some of the worst deaths in anime, and this man's going through it, and he's experienced all of this, mind you. It's not like it goes away when he reverts back to the time. So I mean, yeah, same thing I think with this guy. I think he also experiences all that pain and death that he is going through. It doesn't just go away, right? Because he still remembers all the stuff that happened at that time. So that pain is still very real and still very there. So I'm just hoping that we don't go too deep into that type of aspect. But I also like the fact that, like, again, it makes it to where it's very unpredictable what's going to happen because you don't know who's going to live or die. I just know he wants to say Sukumiya-san. He wants to say that chick. Like, he is 100% on board with this chick, 100%. Like, the girl even kind of likes him, it seems like, all right? Told him his hair looked cool. And it's like, okay, cool. Even his backstory is actually honestly not that bad. And I kind of like him, if I'm being honest with you, more than even Subaru, because Subaru is kind of annoying. But that's besides the point. I do these comparisons only because these are very similar animes. Like, it's quite similar. It's just they have different structures of the world, basically, right? Where there's this like smoke that comes in, and they go into this different like zone, and then you have to go into these pretty much mechs in order to fight these like demonic beings that come into the smoke. And if you don't do that, everybody dies, right? Basically, this world is not easy to live in. I just want to throw that out there right now. And then the main character here, he has something special about himself because he's like I guess he's half demon or something, or half whatever this like these like monsters are. Right? Because he has that ability to kind of like transform himself, actually, if he wanted to. He doesn't know how to control it yet, though. And even after the 3 episodes, I believe 3 episodes, right? He hasn't been able to like fully control that type of power yet. He's still learning as we go here, which is not a bad thing. So like I said, there's still elements to him. Also the fact that just when he was in the real world, because it's Isekai, right? He was back in the real world. You know, people didn't really like him like that. In this world, he actually has a purpose. He has a reason. He has somebody that actually even kind of likes him a little bit. He has a friend that was in the show, which is unfortunate. I ain't gonna say what. I don't want to spoil y'all necessarily because this is the first time I'm talking about the show. I will talk about more in depth about the show going into next week because this is something that's gonna stay on the list. But that friend of his, sorry brother, but look, again, we can reverse time. So hopefully they can fix the situation here if he can. If he can avoid this particular problem. So I like the show. The show's pretty good. I'm glad I'm watching it. Ghost Tap, thank you for the recommendation. This is a good anime, all right? The Timu is good. Yeah, the Timu is actually good, all right? Hell yeah. Hey, Peach, welcome in. The ride did not happen on the same day as before. Yeah, that's also true, too. The world's of feudal Japan, and they use wood Gundams. I just call them mechs, like, at this point, because it's a mech show. And we'll never be a friend with somebody who leaps through time, or be friends with that guy, because you'll always be able to live. You got to think about it like that. Ghost Tab, think about it. If you're friends with a time leaper, right? He will always make sure that you're alive in that time frame, like in that time space, right? If you're not friends with them, if you're just some random guy, if you're dead, he's not gonna worry about bringing you back. Exactly. I'm just saying. But how you doing though, Peach? Welcome in. All right, let's move on to the next anime. Oh yes, Patrol to My Sister's Ex. I was gonna say this right now. All the animes on here are all slapping. This whole week has actually been bangers. There's been nothing but bangers in this entire week, and it made it very difficult to know which one was gonna win this week, because this week for some reason just had really good anime episodes. I don't know what's going on here. This one was wholesome. It filled my heart. These two right here, did you see these two right here in this picture? They're freaking adorable together. Like they actually finally had time to sit down and just kind of like talk with each other. It was like late at night, but good God, it was freaking adorable. I was like, what is this? what is y'all, you know, they blushing and stuff and having this good old time and then playing these games, freaking burning coffee. I was like, I don't know. I can't help it. I'm a sucker for this stuff, all right? it was nice. I thoroughly enjoyed their relationship, and I look forward to seeing more, all right? I love romance animes, and if they do romance well, god dang it, I'm going to be here for a minute, all right? And again, Ghost Tab, I took your recommendation on another anime, and we'll get into that in a second, but look, you know, if you ain't watching this one, though, you should be watching this, too. This is a good anime. I'm just curious of how she's going to start finally getting a backbone, because I know it's coming. I know it's coming. It's taking a while for her to get to that point, unless the prince is gonna actually end up doing something or step in at this point to try to like fix certain situations. Because the way the next episode preview looked like, it seems like one of the maids, the one that she can kind of identify with, might be more hands-on with her. So maybe that's gonna be able to help her get a backbone. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I need this chick to get herself together a little bit here. All right, I know she's been through a lot, but god dang it, you have a chance at a second life, and you need to take it. I freaking love it, though. I freaking love it. Oh, this anime is so mellow and sweet. You cheer for, yeah, I'm cheering for both of them easily. It's just like, and it's cool too, because I didn't like so far, anyways. I like dynamic between the two is just freaking fantastic. I didn't think they're gonna like each other to this extent, and then work together this well. But this is great. Like, this man hit the jackpot. He don't even realize what he did, but he just hit the jackpot. God dang it. She could pimp slap from the maid, and that'll give her a backbone. Maybe. Marie, yeah. But you know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about, all right? You know who I'm talking about. But yeah, this show, Betrayed by Sister X, I'm liking this show a lot, all right? This is going to be on list. This is highly rated. Highly rated, okay? Let's move on to the next one. Another highly rated anime, like I said, nothing but bangers. This one right here. Oh, I didn't even expect this episode. I thought we were done with this man's story, but apparently we said, nah, we're gonna run it back, give you one more, hit you with the feels real quick. And I was like, yo, he'll tell you West this. So now we actually get to see and understand what other services that they can provide and what they do, right? They had to do a whole funeral service at their hotel and all that, and it's a whole like request system that you know is brought up, and they'll actually succeed in doing so. And even protect the people that need to be protected. Because before this man died in the last episode, right? He had to tell these two, hey, protect my wife, basically, right? Because he knew something was going to go down because the cameras are already there. And they saw him on the cameras. And it was like, ooh, that's not good. I mean, he was in a disguise, but still it was like, ooh, that's not good. He noticed that and everything. So I'm like, look, even though this stuff was going on, he was always paying attention. This man, he knows what he's doing. He's very meticulous, like he's been saying, all right? But he said, protect my wife. And you know what they did? They protected his wife. Because god dang it, like, there was a dude trying to go over there and kill her. I was like, bro, that crap made me mad. I was sitting here like, she out here grieving. She ain't feeling okay. You gonna go over there and just try to kill her? Go sit down. She don't even know what's going on with this man's whole like other backstory when it comes to his life and him being a hitman. Like, so go sit down. Go have several seats. They should have broke that man's arm. All right, they didn't even do anything to him. God dang it! They said, hey, you better stop it. They should have done more to that guy. Cause that made me mad. Like, how dare you? How dare you? But that relationship between the hitman and his wife, it hit me in the heart. It hit me in the heart. I was feeling emotional on this one because, like, he didn't know, because their anniversary is coming up, he didn't know, like, what to do. Because, I mean, in case of certain situations, you need to have, like, a letter, right? So he's like, oh, I need to write a letter. But he didn't know what to write, so he had to think about it, actually, because he knows that his wife, all the time, every year, she goes through this whole meticulous thing and telling her all the good things about himself, right? So he's like, you know what? I want to at least give something back to her to some degree. And so she gets that letter, and she legit like immediately breaks down, because this is like the first time she like just got surprised, like he actually put that there, and just, it was so loving. I was like, bro, what? It's like the best thing that was like so unpredictable about this whole situation is being with you. Like, you are my light. All right. I was like, I love the message that was there. I see why she was breaking down, because like this man, he's a stone wall, always for perfection. But god dang it, that the moment they even met each other when it was raining, it was nice. She even noticed, like, oh yeah, you're actually making a face. What's going on here? You always about perfection, huh? Look at this. Oh, and then she likes messing with him and breaking that little like that face that he has. Like it was cute. It was I freaking, like I said, the show is freaking. I didn't expect the show to be this good. Okay, I went to Hotel Inhumans because I said, oh, another hotel show. Why not watch it? This show is a banger. This show is so freaking good, and it's very episodic, but like they know when to stretch a story and when not to stretch a story. This actually deserved 2 episodes. I like this character. Also, the fact that you see the development when it comes to these two here. The dude wanted to quit last episode, if you remember, right? He's not feeling like that no more. All right, like he has. I feel like he has like a newfound like energy when it comes to doing this job, because he can still do good, even though the blurs line of like what is good and what is bad, honestly. Because I mean, he was a hitman, he was killing people, but that's besides the point, all right? He was a good man at heart to a certain degree, all right? Let's go with that, all right? Even killers can fall in love. Great line. Yeah, right? It's like even killers can fall in love. I was like, let's freaking go. Like I said, this Hotel Inhumans is surprisingly good, okay? It's way better than I anticipated. I didn't expect the show to be this good, but I am enjoying it a lot. I thought I was going to like this episode, but they turned me around. Said what happened to him, and let me throw some salt on your injury. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss anything. But no, like this show, I'm telling you, this is a sleeper one. I don't know if anyone's even talking about this, but people need to watch this. I'm highly recommending this. Like, you guys need to watch this. This is one of those must-watch ones in this season. Like, easy. You need to be watching this, all right? There's a hotel for aliens. Ghost Have, honestly, yes. I thought so, too. I thought it was going to be some extraterrestrial stuff, something, right? I thought it was going to be more of like a goofy type of anime, potentially. I know they look serious in the picture, but it's like, that don't mean anything. So I wasn't sure what we were actually getting into when it comes to watching the show, because I didn't see no trailers, I didn't read no synopsis, I just got into it, and honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised just how well written, how good this show actually even is. I look forward to seeing what the next episode holds, and what other services that this hotel provides is the other thing as well. Like, the fact that they can, like, pretty much cover everything is pretty impressive. Like, this hotel is pretty good. So, all right, let's move on to the next one. Or not. Or, okay, there's something going on with this. What? Yeah, it just ain't there. Sure. Am I missing a show or something? I'm so confused with what's going on with this list. That's fine, right? So, okay. There's like 3 more. Yeah, there's 3 more on here. So let's see if it actually rotates to it. I have no idea. I have no idea. All right, man. Fragrant Flowers. All right, we finally talking about it. I finally watched it. Me and Anna got into it. Man, Ghost Have, you should have yelled at me sooner. You should have yelled at me more to watch this show. This show is freaking sweet, man. This is another one of those that's like wholesome romance animes, and it's just like the bridge between 2 worlds, right? It's like Secret Lovers. You know what I'm saying? Because this girl goes to an all-girl school. This guy is it's not all-girl school, but she's going to this prestigious school, I should say. She's going to this prestigious school, and right next door is like a delinquent school, basically, right? The school's called Chidori, if I'm not mistaken, right? Which is it threw me off. I was like, why is the school's called Chidori? Like, seriously? Is this what we're doing? Because I mean, when I hear Chidori, I immediately think of Naruto Uzumaki, not Naruto Uzumaki, but Sasuke Uchiha and this Naruto the series, right? So it's like, what's going on here? And the other school, that's Kikyo, Inuyasha. I was like, oh, okay. We just put it all together. So that's why it's kind of easy to remember some of these names, all right? So I was like, all right, there's a go. It's Chidori, not Shidori. Chidori. Ting, welcome in. Series as, yeah, look, we ain't doing that, all right? It's like, I'm sorry. I wanted to watch this, darn it. And I don't know, what is Netflix doing? Why is Netflix freaking dropping the ball on this? That's I have a pet peeve. Netflix, sir, whoever's running it, like, can y'all stop being stupid with anime? If it's a seasonal anime, release them a season, like, just on a weekly basis, just like any other show. You're doing on other animes, like, what are we doing? You got Down and Down on there, and it's releasing weekly. Like, even if there's no dub, just release it anyways. Like, people don't have to wait for the dub. Like, what are we talking about here? I don't understand why we are like freaking gatekeeping the good stuff. Like, if you're actually just waiting for Netflix, you ain't gonna watch it until September, and you might not even do that because you'll forget about it by then. You know why? Because the rotation of anime is a lot. Like, there's so much content that we consume on a day-to-day basis. This is easy for this to just like go under the water, to get drowned in it, right? It's not something that's gonna be in the forefront of your mind like that, unless you put like a note or something. But you know what I mean? Like, and it's sad because this show is deserving of praise. It's deserving to be watched. It's deserving to have people talk about this show because this show is really good. This relationship between these two is freaking wholesome as heck. I didn't expect them to be so freaking wholesome. It's freaking cute. I love their interactions between these two. How you gonna sit there on the phone and y'all freaking flustered and blushing and struggling to talk to each other? Like, what is this? What is this? Like, the freaking people in Chidori gotta calm themselves though, because these dudes, they have a problem. These two schools kind of hate each other, or I would say the schools. It's like there's certain individuals that are just like really bad, and they perpetuate this like stereotype of like they're all prissy and stuck up and rich over there, and you are all delinquents. And it's like, bro, y'all need to stop. All right, y'all need to stop. If y'all actually just talk to each other, you'll realize, wait a minute, you just a regular person, just like me. You know what I'm saying? Because not all were even rich in that private school in the first place. In Kikyo, they're not even rich like that. The chick here, she ain't even rich like that. She's on a scholarship going through here and hitting them grades because she's smart. Because she's smart. All right. I look forward to your study session, by the way, because they're gonna have one here soon, and I'm curious how that's gonna go. I am curious how that's gonna go because they already struggle just talking to each other, having sweets. This man's also his family owns a bakery, and he kind of works there here and there and all that stuff, and that's how they kind of met with each other in the first place, which is just a nice little wholesome moment. But again, they think this guy is a delinquent. He's a madman. Now the thing is, he does have hands. Don't get me wrong, he can't fight, but like that's not the point here. All right, he's a good guy. He's a good dude with a good heart. If you actually just talk to him, don't look at his appearance and think he's gonna be bad like that. Nah, talk to the fool, man. God dang. Autocorrect to that. Freaking flower talk, yes, team. Like this show is so good, and people need to watch this. This is easily on my list. This was another one I was like, man, this episode right here could probably win us anime of the week. I don't know. Like I said, I was struggling this week because there's so many good freaking animes. Like, bro, what is going on right now? This season's actually fire. I didn't expect the season to be this good, but here we are. This is showing exposure at a global scale. Yeah, we were both like smut for slobs. Use the power of melon pan. Hey, look, you gotta do what you gotta do. Use that power. Yeah, I just want to watch them get married. Hope I get invited. So used to it. I want to see that though. I want to be invited too. Well, look, if they're gonna get married, they might as well do it. All right, it's time. It's time. And it's funny too because the mother, and I think it was like latest episode, because he didn't know that he kind of upset her. Because he also has that stupid thought process of like, but the Kikyo girls are all like this and all prissy and you don't really want to be around with me like that. And the thing is, she's been showing way too much interest. Like, honestly, she puts her heart out there. It's quite obviously like she kind of likes you, sir. Like, come on, bro. And his man's not seeing none of the signals, so it's it kind of hurts a little bit. And he knows that sad face, and he's like, dang, I did something wrong. Freaking explains that to the mother, and the mother's like, bro, are you that dense? Like, what happened to why is my son like this? And then explains like you're pretty much doing what's been doing to you this whole time, because people look at you and they prejudge you. They think you're a freaking bully. You think you're some guy that's just gonna kill them, right? That's why they're all afraid of you. Don't use that Kikyo little bullcrap title to not understand that this person in front of you, she's a good person at heart. You better go find her. You should have went after her. God dang it! Heck. Just ready for them to date, man. They're gonna be such a cute couple. They really are. I look forward to it. It's gonna happen probably really soon. They're gonna look at one point. They're gonna have to say something because apparently I don't even know why they're not noticing this, but like his friends know, right? Also, by the way, the main character's name. His name is Rintaro Samugi. I laughed when I heard that, and I immediately thought of you, Ghost Tab, because I'm sitting here like, I know you wanted to watch the anime for just watching the anime, right? But I also felt like you want me to watch the anime for the fact that man's name's Samugi. I feel like you're trying to tell me something, man. I feel like you're trying to tell me something, right? Like that kind of bothered me a little bit, all right? So we can just get the crap out of here. Get that crap out of here. Don't you write that, Anna? God dang it. But Wagari, that's the chick's name here is Karuko Wagari. That's her name right there. So she's nice. I like her character, goddamn. But like, why does his name gotta be Smoogie? Why does his name gotta be Smoogie? All right. Whole point is you gotta stop judging because you being judged. Stop all this judgment. Talk to each other and find love. Boom. The end. Then marry and go to the island to have a kid. You better stop. All right. Go to that goddamn island and then meet the girl. By the way, since we're talking about it, since we're here, before I go to the next anime, more than likely next week we're gonna be talking about Summer Pockets. Just want to throw it out there. I say this only because I'm gonna talk about all the shows that I'm watching that are season 2, all the season 2 animes or continuations from the last season, things of that nature. I haven't talked about those shows yet, so Summer Pockets will have its time in the sun going into next week's seasonal talk. So look forward to that. Look forward to that. God damn. I saw the manga. I thought it was probably another generic romance, but yeah, it was so freaking good. And again, I wish I watched this sooner. I don't know why it took me this long to finally watch it, but here we are. All right, and again, I have to thank Ghost Tab for that because he also recommended this one too. All right, it was entire pack of oh my god, and I will have nothing but cringe. I don't want to see that. All right, I don't want to see that. Let's go to the goddamn next anime. Ah, yes, another one. Though I will say, I'm not saying it's getting bad or anything like that. It just, I feel like we're finally like having a certain level happen with this show, right? Because it's still good, but I feel like it's starting to level out a little bit. I did like this episode of Cervantes, all right? I like this show. There's another one that's like, you know what? Let's not waste no time. This you got to put this on the list. I mean, again, the fact that Ellie Goulding actually is singing the ending of this freaking show is still weird to me. I don't know why she is the one singing it, but you know what? I have no problems with it because like that it sounds like a banger. I hear it's supposed to come out like the full version is supposed to come out in September. I look forward to hearing what the full version sounds like. I want to hear the whole ending because the ending's freaking great. I like it a lot. But when it comes to the show, the wet nurse is saved. She looks quite different, interestingly enough. Like she had a different haircut. She has like this white thing on top of her head right there. Like she looked like a whole different person at one point. I was a little confused at first. Like, who is this? But no, it's supposed to be her, right? She got reincarnated because, yeah, she kind of died. I mean, she tried her best to keep that baby safe though. So you know, even though she was already on death's door, she was like, I'm going further beyond. She said, I went plus ultra to try to save that baby. But you know, goons be goons. He's not gonna say, give me that baby. Oh, you're a special baby. Oh, I'm gonna use you and sell you off. You know, evil is, evil does. All right, that guy. Yeah, he did. But but he did. But you know, like at the end of the day, they saved her, and I have to give it up. I have to give it up to her, though, because she got her sword first off, as you see. Like you see in the picture here, that sword's kind of goated. Alicia, that's her name. Alicia. She got that sword, and that thing's kind of powerful. And she's also utilizing that ability of like not dying to good use as well. It's like she's getting better at this. Like there's a reason why she was a hero. She's actually kind of strong. She kind of knows what she's doing a little bit here. And I do wonder, like, I know I saw the next episode preview that the demon, Clint, does ultimately take the sword away, but like he doesn't get rid of it though. So I do wonder because like that weapon can't hurt him. And especially in the state that he's in, I don't think, like, because the thing is, I don't think Alicia could actually, like, attack him, because she can't disobey any of his orders, right? So I don't think she can actually attack him, but at the same time, I wonder about this. Also, again, it's not like he doesn't have some level of care to the baby, because he even said, like, if that baby dies, the humanity dies, basically. I will let humanity die. I'll take it out myself if I have to, if this baby dies, all right? So, I mean, she has a big undertaking to deal with here, but it was nice to see that she also saved that chick, but also saved her. She was still alive too after this whole thing, Alicia, and even praised Alicia a little bit too in this episode, which threw me off. So I was like, wait a minute. I think this demon is starting to like Alicia just a little bit. Look, she might be more useful than you realize. All right, you got the jackpot on the team here. I just wonder how this whole thing's gonna go, because I feel like at one point, I don't know, feelings are going to be there. There's going to be emotions there. I feel like there might be a point where they actually do like each other, and I don't know. I wonder how this is all going to go here. How will this end? Because I don't think it's going to end where, you know, this demon does get what he wants and he, like, takes over the world. I don't think that's going to be the case here. So I'm curious what's going to actually happen. But Cervantes is good. I'm liking this. Also, I need to move this out the way because I can't see my chat. But there's got anime treatment. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, she can actually talk now. Because before that, which, God, it's so sad. Because before that, you know, reincarnation for herself, you know, she was getting beat up by a bunch of men. She lost so much, like so many different, like she really had any teeth left. Like she was always beat up, and that's why she couldn't talk properly and had like a slur and everything because she's being used and abused. It's sad. So now that she's all like all together and good now, she can actually talk proper, and it's like okay. So I'm glad she's doing better in this sense here. Though I mean, she's a reanimated like body. She's not technically alive in a sense, right? But like at least she's still here. Okay, she's still here. Well, most shows is a good idea and a good start, and then it's just hard to keep up with the quality. I enjoy the show, but all these reincarnation shows are driving me crazy. Yeah. I know I do feel you on that. I mean, that's just the isekai nature, or just reincarnation nature of like these shows. There's a lot of shows doing this type of story, or you have these story elements in their show. This is why, again, we do seasonal talk to try to like weed out some of these shows here that be doing all this crap, and some of them are just not as good, or some are hitting under the crap that's like all these other animes. That's why you gotta pick that up and put that on the freaking the refrigerator or something. Cause hey, that's the #1 people right there. All right, you need to watch this. So Regalia, join the party. Exactly. Yes, Sword is in fact goated. It is. I'm just glad to have a fantasy anime that's not an isekai thing. Yeah, I know, right? I agree. I do agree. Because for some reason, it's like you can't get a fantasy anime without it have some kind of isekai nature. I'm not saying isekais are bad. Again, I'm realizing, like, I think I've always said this, though. I don't hate isekais. I just hate the fact that we get the same type of isekai story all the time. That's the problem I have with the show, is the thing here. Not Clivantes, but like with isekais in general. It's like they tend to do the same thing over and over again when they could do way better than this. And it's kind of annoying that we don't get better stories out of isekais when you can do so much in those worlds because you're creating your own world. God, it's not hard. I was laughing when Sora conjured a fish. She was oh yeah, it's true. I mean, Kagurabachi. Hey, look, man. What? Go Sam? Okay, all right, buddy. But like I said, this show's good. I like this week's episode. I enjoyed it. But did this win this week's anime of the week? We're gonna find out. Hopefully this actually works. Okay, good. Ugly Mug, Epic Fighter. Speaking of isekais, I didn't have too much on this at first. I saw the potential in this show, though. And I have to say, as you see, it's not on the drop list. I'm actually keeping up with it. The show's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad. I'm impressed. Like I told you before, like they had these hidden claws when it comes to how their abilities are set in this world, and I was wondering how they're going to actually reveal like everybody's like abilities and things of that nature. We just actually found out about one of the chicks. Actually, I think both the chicks. Well, no, one of the chicks is actual like hidden abilities, right? Can't remember the girl's name, but she's the girl with the black hair. That's actually always around the fat man here. You know what I'm saying? Fat man Scoop, but he's always around this dude, and she pretty much kind of explains that. Which is kind of funny, because Ugly Mug thought about it, he's like, bro, I could have done that. Because the clause is, she actually brought her stats down, and then, no, she got her stats up or something like that. But her clause was that she wanted to be pretty, is the thing here. But she didn't, what's interesting about it is that, I don't know if it's like necessarily the facial features, because she was actually looking at her hands, and he also kind of noticed that, like, there's something obviously with her, and we kind of find out, well, we don't know for certain. Let me clarify. We don't know for certain, but when it comes to how she was back then, before the reincarnation, I don't think her legs worked. Is the thing here. I think, I don't know if she's paralyzed altogether, potentially, or if it's just her legs, or what's going on, but she has some mobility issues, is the thing here, is what the idea is that we're learning from this, anyways, and he picked up on this, and he's like, huh, so there actually is something going on here, because actually, weirdly enough, because at first we thought she was just going to be, like, one of those bitch characters, she's actually a lot sweeter than I realized. Like, she's still kind of, like, mean when it comes to, like, money aspects and stuff like that. It's kind of weird dynamic, but at the same time, she's not a bad person, is the thing here, and Ugly Mug sees this, and this is why he's, like, trying to owe her back and all that stuff. So it's interesting because there's still more to her that we don't know that needs to be expanded upon. So I look forward to seeing what her story is all about. And then the other chick on the party, that's in the party, she's like a kind of like a loner. We don't really know too much about her, but something's going on because at the end of this episode of episode 3, she knows Ugly Mug from the original world before they got reincarnated into this world. And it's like, but how? Why? What? So I'm curious what's going on with that. That cliffhanger was really good. So I look forward to seeing what's about to happen with this, and if she's gonna like maybe rat him out or what's gonna happen here. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But this show's actually better than I anticipated. But I saw the potential. This is why I watched it. And this is an isekai that is actually utilizing what you should do as an isekai and using your story to actually elevate your characters, right? Like, I know it sounds stupid to say, but it's like a lot of isekais tend to just use the same type of tropes over and over again, and there's always like a thirst element to it. You know what I mean? There's always the same stuff in a lot of isekais that I've seen. This one is doing something that I was hoping it would do, which is really develop the characters from how they were back then to bring it into this world right now. Because the real question is, why did they want to be reincarnated in the first place, right? And I'm glad we're actually starting to get more information about that. And as that gets unfolded, I wonder how that's going to continue to push them forward as a group in this world. And maybe whatever the big bad is in this world as well, I want to know how that's actually going to play a part of this in this situation too. Because we don't know like how this world actually is altogether. Because we know there's bandits and there are bad people in it. So I do wonder, like, how far does it go down that rabbit hole if they're actually going to go down to that path, getting more in tune with the world that they're currently in, not just learning about the stuff that's, like, happened before that, right? So, like I said, there's a lot to this show that meets the eye that you don't realize it could do, but it's doing it well. So, Ugly Mug Ever Fighter is worth watching. Also, yes, Anna, thank you for bringing that up. That's very true. The fact that he's actually not a pervert, he's not a creep. Thank God he isn't. Cause I'm so done with that trope. That's the other problem I see with like just anime in general. Like there's a lot of animes that be doing. I'm tired of the pervert main character. Meliodas, I'm looking at you. You trash character. Like I'm tired of all these characters that are like that, and it's not funny. Like I don't know what makes them think like this type of stuff is funny. It's not funny. To just be all here, oh, I'm groping you. Like, it's like, go to jail. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I'm done with that. So I'm glad he's also nothing like that either. That's supposed also helping the series as a whole as well. So yes, it's a good point to bring up. I hear the fantasy genre is not too popular in Japan. At least classics. Oh, really? Huh? I did not know that. The Blu-ray cover not that bad. Oh my god. And 1 comment, 2 likes, and I'm just so tired. It's like, look, I got you. No, I feel you. You know, premiere today. Let Go Karaoke. Wait, there's a new anime? What? Oh my god. Hell, he isn't yeah, let me see. True. I was expecting he would be a full pervert. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of sad. The fantasy is not so big in Japan. People are and were the best storytellers. Just think of the Jokai stories. Exactly though. It's like it's weird that we don't have more fantasy stories like that doesn't center around isekai. Now that you bring it up, I didn't even think about it like that. I think that's why I like Bolsa, for instance. That's also a fantasy story. Mineta, he's not the main character, but no, I don't. Mineta's such a bad character that I'm glad that I guess the creator of My Hero Academia understood to like go away from that. Cause like, bro, that crap was so bad. Like, it's like, and the fact I still don't understand why this man said, this man said, man, I recognize with Mineta the most. That put up red flags for me. I'm like, sir, I shouldn't have to say any more, because what do you mean? It's like, yeah, new anime and cultural, I need to check out this. Okay, bet. I guess we have more shows to watch. I mean, there is another show I'm actually watching that's not on the list today that maybe I can bring up on week 5. Because there is another anime I'm watching. It's okay, but we'll talk about it. So we're still watching it. Me and Anna are still watching it, so we'll see how it goes. Unless I drop it or something, we'll see what happens. But yeah, Ugly Mug Ever Fighter is a pleasantly, surprisingly good isekai anime, and I recommend it. All right. And also, need to watch Apocalypse Bringer. Yes, I haven't watched that yet. That's gonna be another one. I'm still getting through the list, man. I see. I already know. Y'all looking at me like, huh? What? How the heck is this still on the list? I know. It's okay. Look, it's not like it's doing anything crazy. It's not like it's a crazy, amazing anime. It's not necessarily that, but I will say, Turkey is surprisingly enjoyable a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't drop this one. I haven't dropped it yet, anyways. I'm so far. I have some weird interest in this because I'm so curious of how they're gonna get back into the regular world that they're in, because they're in isekai feudal Japan right now. So I was like, I'm trying to figure out like how they gonna get out of that. And it's also kind of interesting, just the dynamic between like the characters here is starting to break down a bit. Like the blonde hair chick here was just getting so mad at the blue hair, because that blue hair chick in this show, I can't remember her freaking name, right? I'm so done with her. She's just like always getting mad. She wanted to walk out and go outside by herself in feudal Japan. Girl, do you not know where you are? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you can't be this dumb. Like, I know you don't like them, but god dang it, you in a situation at this point that you're gonna have to stick together. All right, this is not a picnic. All right, you can go out there, get hit with a knee. Yeah, get hit with a knee. I mean, you can get hit with a knee, but you get hit with an arrow to the knee. There it is. All right, that's what I meant to say. But god dang it, damage can be done. You could die. That's all I'm trying to say here. And I don't understand why the heck she acted too nonchalant about this. That's why the blonde hair chick's like, stop being stupid. I was like, thank you. Well, I got them. Esakabon will send them back. Yu-Gi-Oh! Mechanics. Yeah, pretty much. So they said they have to recreate a turkey. And there is this quote-unquote bowling in the show that's in that time, which is like, bro, I don't know why that's there, but she's obviously really good at it and all that. But the whole point is they're going to try to recreate that situation, that setup, to then try to see if they can bring all themselves back to the original world. But I don't know if that's going to work. I don't think it's going to be that simple. They might have to just live there. Who knows? I don't know. This is quite interesting, though. And it's also interesting the fact that they use their phones quite a bit. But I'm pretty sure back in that time period, they don't got chargers. They don't got wall outlets. It's like wall outlets. What the heck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you better light a candle. Like, what the heck? What are we doing? So, like, the fact that they're using their phone as much as they are, I know they got some freaking portable chargers, but those things are gonna die too. Unless those portable chargers are actually they got like those solar panels on them, then okay. All right, if it's like a solar charger, okay, then you're actually gonna be good for the rest of your life. Then at that point, right? Maybe, but. I'm surprised they out here taking pictures and stuff. They were out here talking about, oh, we can't meddle into the past because it can affect the future. But then they out here doing all the stuff that's gonna meddle with the past, that's gonna affect the future. That's like, suckers. Come on, guys, come on. All right, but Turkey's Turkey's not that bad. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy this anime. I thought I was gonna drop this after 3 episodes, but god dang it, I'm still watching it. It's tickling a certain. I guess anime need, I guess. I don't know. Rina? She's on my... Yeah, Rina, that's her name. Knowing characters of the season list. Yeah, I mean, wait, who's on your list? Outside of her. The dream is to become the bowling king after finding the turkey piece. You know what? Possibly. I mean, again, the blonde hair chick in here was like, if we can't go back home, I might as well just marry this guy. All right, marry the prince of this freaking castle. Like, why not? Because, like, I mean, what else we gonna do? I was like, girl, what are you doing? but she kind of real for that though. She's like, look, man. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. She's also kind of annoying too. Wait a minute. Okay, is there any annoying men on that list, Anna? Because you sound very misogynistic right now. You don't like women? I was gonna say, stop. Yeah, the era of bowling has begun. They're gonna be the ones in the history books that made bowling. Watch, because it's gonna affect the freaking history of the time that they're in, and they're gonna come back to the future and then come to find out they are the ones that did it. They're gonna see their faces in like textbooks and carvings and stuff like that. Watch. For talking about yeah, okay, he's annoying. Yeah, true. Yeah, that dude. You right. He's pretty bad. Okay, I think we're done. I think that was all the animes on this list. I believe so. Anyways, I don't want to. Cursor, where are you? Cursor. Okay, thank you. That was everything, right? Yes. Okay. I just want to make sure this actually showed all the animes. I don't know why there's like a gap that was happening there, but it is what it is. All right. With all that being said and done with anime of the week here, what is the anime of the week? What was the episode that resonated with me the most? Again, this was not easy. My pick, I struggled with. I had to ask the significant other about this particular pick because I was struggling on what should win when it comes to this week. Before I reveal what I think is anime of the week, what are you guys choosing? Flowers is top tier. You think? Oh, you put really interesting. You gonna put Flowers as number one? Interesting. Okay, understandable. Yeah, then defeating Nobunaga and bowling in the history books. You see, I'm done. You know what? Honestly, probably. It's like, I am a shogun. I cannot lose to a little girl. Why are you so good at this? And they become shogun themselves. All right, they become the shogunate. The significant other, and I struggled too. Yeah, she was struggling. All right, but ultimately, what I decided with this, I feel like in my heart, because I was struggling, but it had to be done. The winner for this week, week 3, Hotel Inhumans. It did it. It did it again. I didn't know it was gonna do it again, but it did it again. So if you guys are keeping count, week 1 was Togepi. Week 2 was Hotel Inhumans. Week 3 is also Hotel Inhumans. So, can this Hotel Inhumans be? Can it be the blue lock of this season and just continuously give us bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers? We'll find out. But I don't think it's going to be the case here. Because, like, this was too close. Like, truth be told, like, it was too close between Togepi and this. And I was even kind of contemplating... My Sister's Ex a little bit on that, because I really liked that episode quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, like that was a really good episode that week. Rebirth Versus was not even bad. Like none of them were bad. Like I couldn't, like you know what I mean. Like I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do with this, because even Hikaru, like that episode really stepped it up, and I was like, bro, this is actually really good. And then Ugly Mug had a really good episode, and it actually had a really strong cliffhanger that it would be deserving for it to win. All right, like there's just too much on this list that I was like, I didn't know what to pick here. But I think Hotel Inhumans, because of how it fully completed its story arc, and how it resonated with me, and just how good structurally the anime is actually doing when it comes to the show, and how it's also developing the characters for the hotel staff they have right now, because you're just seeing how he's like growing into a person that is, I guess, in a way, accepting his job more. Just what the other services that they do, because you actually get to learn a bit more about what the hotel services actually are and what they're capable of even actually accomplishing here. It's nice to see. Like there's a lot of actual information outside of just what the main plot was of this particular episode that was actually being shown here. So they did a lot within this one episode, which is why honestly I had to give it to them. That's why I picked it. That's ultimately why I picked it. You know, I guess all four after losing. Oh my God, no! Look! I don't know about that. God dang it! I'm still unsure, but whatever. Dang. Look, it become a classic like Blue Lock season 1, or will it? Honestly, you never know. I really hope not. Look, I really hope not. Blue Locks dropped the ball so bad. I don't know why season 2 was so like. What happened, guys? You guys had something here, and you all just threw it away. You just put it in the garbage. Like Togenakin. Oh, dunk on that show. Let's go. Let me stop. But this does conclude seasonal talk. I need to get out of here. So then Anna can actually start setting up her stream, because she will be streaming over on twitch.tv/Anna M. Wait. Anna dash M. Right? No. I don't know dash, but Anna M, that's her, god dang it. She's gonna be streaming over there, god dang it. Yeah, and okay, here's a dash and M. Okay, I couldn't remember. I was sort of like, I think it's Anna dash M dash that's me, but I don't know if there's a dash between the that's and the me. I was confused, all right? Underscore that. You know what I mean, sucker guys. She's streaming later, darn it. That's all I'm trying to say. God, just put the link in the chat. I can't type in chat right now, okay? God. Good Lord. All right. Thank y'all for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's seasonal talk. I appreciate y'all. If y'all can, real quick, can you like the stream? It helps out with the algorithm, to push it out to more people, so people can actually get in here and talk more anime with us. You know, more anime fans means more conversations, means potentially more arguments. Yeah. All right, when I do the anime of the week, you're gonna be sitting there like, how dare you put Hotel Inhumans? You already know freaking Rebirth Versus got the best episode. You stupid. Like, look, you already know. Look, but it is what it is, you know. Anime fans unite. All right, guys. Hey, and tell me how you feel about that movie, Desto. God dang it. All right. Drink goddamn water. Subscribe to the channel. Leave comments as well if you have any other just things you want to discuss anime wise. All right, put in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, people. Break.